particular about like what I do and won't watch and stuff like that. Let's grab that because that looks like that's empty. I might actually put this one in the car because yeah, I gotta put the thing. You should gotta go to work. That doesn't surprise me. You head off, Shadow. It's good having you like catch up. It's almost 5 p.m. actually. That's another thing too, is daylight savings and stuff affect some people as well. So like even if it's just like X time, like I'd see somebody like go live an hour earlier out of the blue. I'd be like, what the fuck? You know? And they'd be like, no, I'm still going live at the same time as always. And it's like, it's literally an hour earlier. And they'd be like, oh, our clocks just automatically change to whatever the time is. So like it's not even a thought of like, you know, I don't know, the daylight savings kicking in and shit. So that one's always fun. What else we got? I got still some apparel. I'm going to pick up all the batteries and the shotgun shells and put them away. And I guess I could put the pens on that other shelf because I'm like trying to figure out where to put some of this stuff. I don't really have like a plan for all of it, but I've got like a kind of rough idea. I also should burn that. I should scratch that actually. Can I scratch it? Read, scratch ticket. No. Contains nothing of interest. Oh. Well, it should be flammable, so that's fine. I have daylight savings. Fuck daylight savings. Yeah, I could imagine dealing with daylight savings. That's the best thing about like Queensland. We don't get daylight savings. We don't have our time fuck around. The only thing we've got to be mindful of is the fact that the other areas, like the other states of Australia, do change their times and or are in different time zones. Like the opposite side of Australia, Perth is 2 hours behind Queensland, for instance, and we got to remember that. Whereas like the North and Northern Territory and South Australia have got either 30 minutes ahead and 30 minutes behind naturally to our time zone, depending on which one. So yeah, that's always fun. I might move all the water and stuff into that other room. It's gonna weigh a lot, probably. Yeah, what else? I don't even know if I'm gonna stream on my birthday. Oh yeah, your birthday being next week and stuff. I will probably be rigging, because I think you said it was like near the start of the week and stuff. And I know when I'm rigging, I won't be able to like chat or focus on anything except for what I'm doing, because it's very focus intent, like labor intent kind of thing. I know you're ridiculously tired. I'm not putting you to sleep yet. Okay, so I moved off all this over here. Hold on. Where is the... That's right, the lighters and shit can go in here. I've got stuff in this room, but I do have like a box that's just empty. Like I want to grab the socks, and I guess I can grab some of the shit out of here, although that's more of an accessory kind of thing. Hold on. The guns and lighter and shit like that I'll grab out of here because I want to put them somewhere else. What's it? The base I meant on... Was it? I meant on yesterday what I said. What? That's the base I meant on yesterday. I missed something. I'm a bit behind on like messages and stuff. If you want to like catch me up on that, Slowcat, because I missed it. It's a 7% chance for scratch to infect. Well, the thing is, like, it came up with like the tense really quickly, and she's now at breaking point. We got nauseous pretty quick, and then she got like overheating. And I know that like I can kind of like pump her full of food and she can kind of like survive, but she woke up one day and took like a massive chunk of damage immediately. I'm like, oh no, she's infected, she's gonna die kind of thing. So I know she's not like in the best place with that, but yeah, I'm just trying to like use my time with her as wisely as I can, trying to like get some organization, trying to find all my tools. I guess vehicle maintenance and stuff counts for that. But yeah, like I'm gonna leave like knives and shit like that probably in these, but I want to find where like apparel is. I want to find where like certain items are and just like move them while this one's dying, because then I don't have to worry about like keeping her, you know, I don't have to worry about keeping her fully fed or whatever, you know. I also have got a lot of food in here because I was doing a lot of cooking and stuff, but I'd rather it all be kind of together if I can. I also have like a shit ton of key rings. I don't know if you can like smelt them down later. It'd be cool if you could. I've got more water bottles in here and stuff. Else, 2 hours behind to 10:40 p.m. Oh yeah. But then again, you're in the Philippines too, so Like that's pretty normal. Like my partner has like a lot of co-workers and stuff in the Philippines and stuff, so we're kind of like used to that. Like the time difference and shit. What else? Daylight savings, nice with that. So when you're playing Diablo 2, I did compliment you nice base you had. Then you were asking which base. Are you talking about this base? Is this what you're talking about? This house? Because like I think you like said that, and I'm like, oh, I didn't like make a base, and I was confused because I don't really like, I consider this like my home, but I don't consider it like a base kind of thing, because like when I think of like a base, I think of like RimWorld, where I've spent literally like hundreds of fucking thousands of hours like building and stuff and designing and stuff over years and shit, you know. So that's what I think of when I think base. So that's why I get confused about it. There's more paper in here and stuff, but it's paper for flammables. There's tire pumps and shit too. I should probably grab the extra keys, but I don't want to carry the extra weight. And that base. Yeah, no. If I ever get like really confused about something, just give me a minute, because sometimes I'll figure it out, and sometimes I might just be distracted with something that might be happening and I'm just not paying enough attention. So just don't mind, you know. I guess this is kind of like the all bits and pieces. There's leather, there's a comb, that's a tool, and that's ammo. I knew I saw a couple of things in here. There's ammo and there's that book. I was burning the books and shit, because that seems to be something that like stays. I've got that container to go through too, but it looks like we're nearly there. I've nearly got everything where I want it. Mind you, I'll grab like maps and magazines and shit out of here later and burn them if I run out of like paper and crap. But this definitely explains where like a lot of my various food and books were. And I also have a couple of backpacks too. Where did that book go? Oh, there it is. There. Where'd you spawn in? I originally spawned in the first time I spawned in, I think I don't know for sure, but I feel like I was down here somewhere. Maybe. And I kind of just kept walking upwards because I wasn't too far down, so I was probably in and around here somewhere, or here. And I kind of like just kind of kept going upwards. And I saw the school and stuff, but I kind of went up here. I found a car at some point in here too, and I drove like straight up here. And then I found a house, which I thought was a really great place to make a base, because it was out by itself and it was like really isolated. And I'm like, oh, this is great. So anyway, I had like, I don't even know what it was. I think I made a meal and I put it in the microwave and I set the house on fire. So we don't have a house up there anymore. But it was like the first day. It was same day. And like whichever house I started in somewhere down here, I spent like probably most of my first life's existence in that house, kind of talking to people and moving between like cabinets and kind of getting the hang of how to click on things and stuff. I've had a couple of times where I've spawned in a medical center. I've spawned in an auto place. I've spawned in like all kinds of things. It's too dark to read. West Point is kind of a hard place to spawn. Oh, you mean like the location? Sorry, I misunderstood. So like, I don't know where everything is yet, but I think the first place I played, I think might have been here, or otherwise there's one over here somewhere. I think might have been where I was. I don't know what they're all called, and I don't want like identifying where they are on the map, but this place sort of does and sort of doesn't. Like if this was the place that I spawned originally, like the very first map I had, I'm thinking, unless I'm further down that way, there's a cul-de-sac that has a survivor house. It's like right next to a fence that like you hop over and you're like right next to a heavy building. But I know I kept like traveling upwards, and I was near a bank, and I was near like these things. But I thought I saw it a moment ago when I was like looking at this. If it was here, it was like somewhere either down here, or it was like a like this kind of thing where it comes up to like a bunch of houses in a circle kind of thing. But where it was, I could jump over the fence, and I was like at like a, I don't know, like a grocery store or something, right? But it was one of those like safe houses where you like fight all the pre-survival zombies and stuff to get like their good shit. And that's kind of what I like started in. But I loaded into each location of the map. You know how you can I know I was going up here. You know how you can choose to be like, I'm going to start in this location, or I'm going to start in that location, whatever. Like, whatever this place is. You said it was like West Point and stuff. Like, I did that. I spawned at Mulder or whatever. And I think I spawned at Rosewood on my other life save between life 8 and 9. That was the one that we got deleted. But like, I only played it for like momentarily, and I'm like, there was fucking no zombies and shit. But like, I took over a service station and stockpiled like a fuck ton of fuel. I had this like little car, and I was so fucking greedy. I had all these gas cans to the point I couldn't get in the car. I had to hold on to the gas can to drive the car. And it was like really, really dangerous. And I just wouldn't like leave them. So I started leaving them near cars that were like in good condition, but just didn't have fuel and stuff. And then I ended up like I got a van, and I was planning to like go on an adventure, because we went up, we headed north, and I found a store that had like a shit ton of like supplies and shit in it. What the fuck? I haven't heard automatic fire before. The flying fuck? I know that that's supposed to be like an event and stuff, but you know what? The field across the road is just going to be absolutely laden with them now. This area over here, and also this side of the road is just packed full of zombies. There's like 50 to 100 of them. So that's unideal. But yeah, I haven't heard that before. That's new to me. What else? What else is going on? They have a good setup of things here. Oh yeah, in this base. I mean, I did spend like a fair bit of time with this location trying to like make it nice. I also boarded the windows at one point to get XP and shit, but then obviously I died later, so it was kind of like fucking pointless. And it also made it too dark inside. I don't have a regular light source for this place for nighttime and stuff, and I don't like wasting my torches if I can avoid it. That's it. It reminded me of how I organized my own base when I was back in like 22. Yeah, see, I'm still super new to this, so like I'm gonna only like take over places. I'm not gonna do like any crafting or anything like that. Like, it's all gonna be just like find a place and stay there kind of thing, or have somebody to kind of somewhere to drop your shit, kind of basically. The West Point is kind of hard place to spawn many zombies. Well, I found that like the adventure mode or whatever was fucking impossible levels of zombies, because like I couldn't like find gear to survive and stuff. This builder mode is a lot better, especially because like I'm particularly very chatty as a streamer and shit, right? And no matter what I'm playing, like I prefer to be able to hold a conversation and enjoy having a conversation than like stressing about whether or not I can, like kill everything in the game and shit, right? So like when I loaded in under the adventure one or whatever, that was too much. I'm still too new to the game to be able to fight off like the kind of zombies that you get in that. I also accidentally scroll out every so often. I have got clothes and shit in here as well. I also have weapons and guns and shit in here too. I don't know if the guns take up a lot of capacity, but I'll try to just grab like the extra shit if I can and put it where I want it to be. I also have got, by the look of it, I've got extra appliances and shit in here that I also want to pull apart too. So that'll be good. Is that a deer? Hold on. I can hear like a deer going off, which is funny because like we don't really have deers just casually around here. We kind of do, but they're it's like they're farmed. Like she's doing a bit of like it's heavy stuff. I was gonna say I'm like she's doing a bit of heavy breathing. I didn't think she was carrying that much stuff, but she is carrying a lot. I hear chopper or gunfire. It was gunfire. It was interesting because I haven't heard like automatic gunfire go off yet till then. Like I've been hearing some interesting things since she's been in the house. Like she wakes up occasionally and it sort of sounds like there might have been like a zombie banging on a door or a window, but there's no zombies outside and stuff. So like I don't know if maybe it's more of like a, I doubt it is, but like a dream effect kind of thing to like spook her and shit. Like the heartbeat when she's got the shocked, that was cool. That was a really cool thing I hadn't noticed before. Like some stuff I don't know if it's new or if I'm just noticing it for the first time. It can be kind of hard to tell. I don't think I can put any more tools in there, so I have one more. I could put some tools on this one. I did used to have a lot of tools. I also had farming supplies and shit too, which was kind of nice. Hopefully she'll pull everything out into there. And this will make it so much easier when she comes back. I wasn't planning on spending all night doing this, by the way, but she's taken a lot longer to die than I was kind of expecting her to. Also, that random ass whisk is a respawn. I don't need that. You can sit on the ground for the moment. It'll bother me later. I'll see it later on the ground as like a on the floor kind of inventory, and I'll be like, the fuck is this doing here? I don't want to put that in there yet. What else? But yeah, I kind of found that the, I don't know, when I started in Rosewood for that other person that like the deleted save, I didn't greatly enjoy the area. It was just kind of like nothingness sort of thing. Like this area, I spent a lot of time in the school early game, which is probably a bit of a mistake. I also apparently have storage in my, that's also a mistake. Hold on. Let's move that out of there. That's not supposed to be in there. Decided to do a stream repo tonight. All right. Well, just as a heads up, just not to like, I know you're a fellow streamer and stuff like that, but just don't be too announcy and stuff. Let's see, soda and shit would like cheer her up and stuff. As if you do a custom sandbox, you can change a lot of stuff to make it easier. Yeah, I haven't done a custom sandbox yet because I kind of want to get used to what is in the world itself. I'll put the fry pans and shit back in there for now. We'll see how that goes. Been to the gun store. I don't know, but I think maybe yes, because I found this store that had a lot of supplies in it, right? This was on the save that I deleted by accident. I found a lot of supplies and then I died because there was an ambulance out the front and I couldn't help turn the sirens on. And I couldn't get out of the side of the car I wanted to get out of. So I obviously got out to the side that had the fucking zombies on it and died. So that was unideal. But I found this really cool store and I don't know what it had, but I wanted to go back there. It looked like a gun range or an armory. And I don't really want any confirmation of like if you guys know what it is. I don't want to know what it's called or anything like that. I'll figure it out. I'll put that jar outside actually. But yeah, I found that I promptly got bitten badly and then obviously I was dying. So I made like a mad dash back down to my safe house in Rosewood and promptly just like died. But then I was supposed to, it was like at the end of the stream, I wasn't going to sit there and rotate through and make a new character and stuff. So I decided I'm like, I'll just do that another time kind of thing. And then, yeah, I went through and I was cleaning up my saves because I do that every now and then. Like if I've got to quickly load in and test something briefly and or look at something, whatever, I'll sometimes just do that. But the problem is that my game and my computer, everything I was doing like a lot of processing shit in the background and it lagged. And I deleted the wrong save. So I'm lucky it wasn't this one, but still it was frustrating. Like it was what it was. Actually, I should grab these off the ground and put them away too. I'm going to need to get out that light again. But I think we've got like almost everything away at this point. Welcome in, Fraglight. That's all your recent RimWorld vid. Holy 2+100 pawns. Damn, my PC would just shut off if I had to try that. We're up to 282, and I think a prisoner, I think from memory. But yeah, at the moment it's just equip that as primary for the moment, so we got light. At the moment, I haven't played RimWorld or I think most of this month. I think I played it at the first week of the month, and because it was updating the following week, I didn't play it because I was waiting for it to update. And then it hasn't updated all of the mods and stuff yet. So I'm kind of waiting for that. And then what else? There's also next week I'm not streaming. So it's got a chance to like update them next week and shit. But if not, like I might give it like one more week and stuff afterwards. So it might not be this month that I happen to like stream it maybe. But it happens. Just because like the mod specifically that I'm concerned about is the Deep Stacks mod. That's the one that I'm kind of like trying to prepare for. For anyone that doesn't know, I play RimWorld, but like I never play any game like the way it's really supposed to be played. So I have like a fuck ton of people and stuff, and I've been playing that particular save like over, well, nearly 2.5 years IRL time. So it's been a while. And that's not what people normally do. I also have like only like 6 mods, and none of them are performance mods, and most people play with like, you know, 100 to 300 mods on average, and like a lot of them to help, you know. So yeah, what I'm doing with it is very much not normal. Hey Sarah, welcome in. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. It's just that it's currently just waiting to see if the one mod that I want will update. Because if it doesn't update, I'll lose like thousands of resources on first load in and stuff. Because that is kind of how that works. I'll put that in there. I guess I will put like that somewhere. But yeah, no, I want to give it a chance to update, because like the person that's updating it, like they could be busy. They might be away, they might be unavailable, like anything could be happening. I want to give them a chance to do it, because last time I jumped in and it updated and I didn't notice straight away. But yeah, I came back to notice that like I lost like a huge chunk of colony wealth, and I didn't notice, and I'd saved it, and I had to just keep moving with that, and that was hard, because I'm like, I obviously like lost so much stuff. And it was crippling for the base and stuff. And now that I've got like 280 odd, and I just got up like 6,000 pemmican, like food, and like 3,000 fucking simple meals and all this stuff. Like I spent the time trying to prepare them to move, and I've got like, fuck knows how much. I think I got like 3,000 like, what do you call it? The chem fuel, so that I can use the transport pods. And yeah. If it loses deep stacks, those all just automatically go. So that's going to absolutely suck. If you sleep, you'll die faster. I probably will, and we're going to sleep like pretty soon, but she could also die from like fatigue, and I'm almost done putting away everything. So like, I don't really mind. The only thing I'd like to do is like fix up the kitchen, but I don't have to do that like right now. Something I can do later to fix up like where all the water and shit is. I guess a sleeping bag I can put in this other thing. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to waste the end of this one's life doing this, so that I don't waste it on like a new person. Because like I have to like keep them alive, feed them, hydrate them, all that kind of business, right? I also thought I put the tent in here, but I guess I put it in the other box. That's a shame. I thought I put it in one of these. I'll just have a quick look, because I thought I put it in here. If I put it in the other area, that's fine, but I don't know where I put that. Unless I put it in with the medical or something. But yeah, I've pretty much got just these things which are going to go into that other room. So, you can't die from fatigue. Well, I don't know that. Don't need to spoil it. Jeez. Nah. All shits and giggles aside. Like, I legitimately don't know that you can't die from that. So, yeah. I figured that there was a chance that she could drop dead from exhaustion. But, in the case of, like, if she can't, at least I got to put all my shit away. Like, this isn't perfect, but, oh, there's my tent. Give me that. I want to put that somewhere else because that was kind of useful, and I will probably take that on certain things. But yeah, I don't specifically want her to die in, like, the bedroom or something like that. I want her to die outside, so I'm going to take her outside to sleep on the ground, which she'll be sleeping on the ground in the cold, so that should get it done. I'll just put the pen light away, and then we'll walk outside and have a sleep, because I think I've got everything roughly where I want. Like I said, this was not my plan for her to, like, fucking spend the whole night putting her shit away, but it took a lot longer to die than I was anticipating, because this is really what we've had. The first game I had, the second one, this is 9 lives as well, so that's 12. Then 13 on the other one. I've only died 13 times, give or take, in 42. So, like, I just don't have the experience to know this shit, you know. Can I put that in? Let me just drag that in there. You go in there. You will just fall asleep. What? You just, like, pass out? Because I didn't know that you could do that either. Let's get our ass outside so I don't have blood corpse inside when I obviously kill her. I want us to fall asleep over here because I think she'll kind of, like, loiter around in my cars. And she can fall asleep in the rotted food. That's the appropriate place. In the cold, in the rotted food. This should... What the fuck? Wait, did she just not sleep? Can't get back... Oh my god. Well, she's got severe damage. This is the other problem too, is I tried to put her to sleep earlier and she wouldn't sleep. You know, so... Yeah. Also, howdy back, Syria. I did see that. It's just taken me a while to, like keep up with everything. Yeah, okay. If she's, like, I could take her for a walk. The last time we took her for a walk, she didn't... let's go across the road and see what kind of zombies are over there. We'll see if we can clear out some of the ones. Because, like, the other thing, too, is, like, I'm really close to, like, the end of my stream time and shit. And I won't probably, like... I'll randomize... Oh, she got scratched. I'll randomize up a new person. Or actually... Well, yeah, if she's in too much pain... My only problem with that is I don't want to waste medicine on her. Because, like... I consider it to be a bit of a waste. Like, she might get scratched up and stuff out here. But yeah, she's probably, like, too tense, too upset, too hungry, sick, fatigued. She's injured, freezing. All those things aren't helping her. I really want to walk through the corn because it gets us, like, slowed down. What was this? Hold on. Restricted movement. Wait, what was that? The hell was that? Heavy clothing broke items, large... What? Come back here. Unable to sprint. Okay. Yeah, right. Can you... Yeah, you can kind of move fast. I went through the hay. I was kind of expecting them to be in here. But if they're not here... Actually, they'll be down and or across. I know that they're, like, across here somewhere. I'm going towards the large group of zombies. If they're still here, they should be. But I know that they fixed up, like, where the zombies kind of are and where they sort of spawn. And so there is a chance... There is a chance that they might have been, like, dispersed. Look, I don't fucking know. This is the thing, isn't it? Because, like, the only thing that's bringing down her health at the moment is her scratches. But this is why, like, I have such fucking random experiences with 42. Like, 42 in general, but also, like, the games that I play, how I play them and stuff. So, like, this could be just a me thing. It could be the game. Could be the version. I don't know. But yeah, my person tends to take a lot. Like, last time we were dying... Yeah, it's too dark. Last time we were dying, we went for a walk. I don't know how well you guys can see it. Went for a walk all the way up there. We went so fucking far, barefoot and naked. And she like, caught a cold and shit. But she didn't die. You know? His health went starving. Well, that's the other thing too, isn't it? I've been waiting for her to kind of die. I have been, like, giving her very tiny food and very small water. So that I could, like, finish inventory management stuff. But yeah, I was intending to spend a lot more time going and getting supplies. But I guess we spent, like, 2 in-game days trying to get supplies. Actually, I just realized I don't want to fuck off too far because I will still kill her. We won't go back through the, let's go up here. Go up here. I haven't been up here. Not that I can see, but, I want to kind of bring her back over towards my body. I was going to run over and clear zombies until she was injured and or bitten, because then I'd know where she is. But, I want to bring her back towards the house. I could speed up time, but I'm trying to, like, organically come across, like, a zombie and fight them and stuff. So, like, have some patience, man. Like, probably the biggest thing you guys got to know about me is I have a fuck ton of patience for this shit. Like, not even just, like, Zomboid or, like, general death in, like, games and shit like that, but, like, I can, like, tolerate quite a lot of, like, length of time in games. Like, I always reference back to Never, the Never Tree. Anybody that hasn't seen it, there was this really gorgeous game, and I got stuck on one sort of part that takes roughly about a minute. It's like 30 seconds to a minute and a half to complete the section. I got stuck on it, and so I repeated that section over and over and over again, 1 minute at a time for 7 hours. And I came back and I did 2 more hours later. So, yeah, it's fine. I'm good with that. And she's got a cold, so that's got to be helping. Oh, her health is going down now. Hold on. Let's see if we can get you back near the house. Actually, see if you can sprint. So I know your lungs are pretty much crap now. She can't kind of sprint because of her foot, but she's gone for a, like, little victory lap. And the trees have scratched her up in her feet, and she's fallen over. She's definitely gonna die sometime soon. Oh, there's the sneeze. Okay, well, she'll get herself a zombie at this rate. Actually, the only problem with that is I might accidentally lead them home. But I kind of want to see if she can make it back to the house now. Man, it is loud when she sneezes. It also doesn't take very long for that to hit. Okay, I'm at the house that's above my own. I can just get her back to near the cars when she dies. We'll see. I'm only across the road. The other thing too is, like, I've had ones where I've prolonged their death for as long as, like, physically possible. There's, like, no zombies up here. They must have fucking, like, recalibrated where they all are, because there should have been 50 of them in that field. Give or take. Just don't die directly in front of the front door. Well, there you go. There's the cough. I wasn't expecting it to cough. Come on, you can make it around the corner. Come on, come on. Oh, almost all in the water. Okay, that was like 18 days. I killed a few zombies though, that's nice. Not as many as I have before, but not as many as I would have. At least I know where she is. So she's in the water, drinking water, and she's at home. So yeah, to answer your questions, for like places that I've spawned, I have spawned into each location at least once, I think. I think we played at... Where is the map? I don't know if I played on West Point or if I played on Mulder originally. I might have played on this originally, my first map. But yeah, like, even like all the markers and stuff, they don't mean too much to me because, like, I don't fully understand it. But a new person will be next fortnight.